coming out in now so many years later, and it's still interesting for us as viewers to hear all of these stories. But if you speak about the technology that you see in the industry now, how does it compare to what you had when you started out?
When we had started out, we had nothing because
absolute
basics, right?
With these original
and we have some pictures of Sohan and the experiments as well coming up. But you can go on.
Yeah.
Please go on.
Actually, when I remember when we were with the original experiments, now people just can play a CD, they can go on YouTube, check out some song. But when we used to
go for the
rehearse,
lyrics, yeah.
we used to have this, the spool tapes.
Oh wow!
The spool tapes.
There we go. You see some pictures on the screen. So spool tapes were being used at this point.
Yes, the good old days.
I think I have some pictures as well.
Yeah.
Some old ones, but perhaps you can play them later. Yes.
Definitely. But Gabo and the Breakaways.
Yes.
And there we go. So these are the original experiments.
Original experiments. So this is in Oman, taken in Oman actually.
So there's the big hair and the bell bottoms and all white.
Yeah, these are the moonstones. These Mohan, Sabaratam, Mike Gunasekara, all these guys. There's Anasli Malvani there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is with the cricketers, because in London, I remember.
And your son is quite familiar with them as well.
Yes, he's
the fitness trainer for them.
trainer for the Sri Lanka.
So you've met a lot of people in your travels and in your music, doing your music. So that's really great. But so going back to the technology that you were speaking about now, spool tapes were the
that's how we used
name
to
of the
rehearse,
game.
and you know how you have to rewind that. You just take it back, and it is very difficult. But that's how we started. And actually, I think at the time we did try quite difficult songs because. Even though it was, we had to rehearse with the spool tape and whatever, we did try really good songs that had a lot of musicality, lyrics were good. But of course nowadays, there are some really good songs now.
Also, I think we became better singers because when we came to the recording industry, we had to do everything in one take. Now you have this multi-tracks. You can do a verse today and another verse 6 months later. You can do that. We had to do it in one. Even the musicians used to take the track in one take because they have just 2 tracks, so one track for the musicians and one track for the voices.
That's right. And also talking about musicians and musicians progressing, I think at that time we really put ourselves into the music and we learned the song, we learned them well. But now, new musicians have more exposure with television, and so some of them, they just make it on television and that's it. The background to learning the song, the right chord work, the pitching, all of that is
the emotion, I'm guessing, that goes into each song.
I'm sorry?
And all the emotion and the technicality that has to go into
Yes, that's right. Yes.
So on that note, we are going to hear both of you singing a duet for us on Good Morning Sri
Sounds
Lanka.
nice.
Yes.
Let's try it then.
Let's try it.
Start.
So you will be singing for us. There we
Song called Unforgettable. You start or I start?
I think you start.
Unforgettable, that's what you are.
Unforgettable, though near or far.
Like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more
unforgettable in every way.
And forevermore, that's how you stay.
That's my darling.
It's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Has someone been more?
Unforgettable in every way, and forevermore. That's how you stay.
That's how you stay.
That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
I'm going to sit here and give a round of applause for that, because that was amazing. I'm sure that when you're on the stage and the lights are on and you're singing something like this, a duet, it's just a really great experience.
And I would like to stand when I'm singing, because the breathing is easier.
But yes. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry that you couldn't stand.
That's quite all right.
It sounded wonderful anyway.
Thank you.
What are the favorites that you really like to, when it's a duet?
Well, Sohan and I have done many duets, like Tonight I Celebrate,
You Are the Love of My Life,
You Are the Love of My Life, then what was the other one? You Don't Have to Be a Star to Be on My Show. Right. Then we also, I did one of my compositions with you, we recorded that.
And Time of My Life.
Time of My Life, yes, so many.
So you have a great rapport between the two of you, and I'm sure that...
In fact, we are doing a big show next week too, yes.
Yeah.
That's something that everyone has to look out for.
Yes.
In fact, when he first sat down here and I came here, he said, he whispered and asked, have you got your songs lined up? Do you know what you're going to sing?
I was there, yes.
Yeah. But when, as I said, when it's with the experiments, I just tell them what the song is, and it's not major practices and rehearsals.
That's the kind of chemistry that you have. All right, so we'll be talking more to Sohan and Noeline, but right now we have to go for a short break. If you're near your smartphone or your tablet, then log on to the internet and go to Facebook and like us on our Facebook page. That's www.facebook.com/Good Morning Sri Lanka. And if you have any feedback that you'd like to give us, you can email us at mtvsports@maharaja.lk. So stay with us on Good Morning Sri Lanka. We'll be right back with another great segment.